Hi there, welcome back to Now You're watching Buy Now, Sell Now right here on SBI Live Studios with me, Kanishka, Sarkar and Ankita, Saxena. Time now to get back to all the queries then. And this one is coming from Subrita Mukherjee, writing from Kolkata. He wants to buy HUL today for the long term. Avinash, what would your view be, HUL for the longer term?
HL or HUL, if you
HUL.
can tell me. Yeah.
HUL.
See, I think as far as the longer term is concerned, this stock has not gone anywhere. In fact, this is a compounder stock. And I think, if the investor is happy with, let's say, 14-15% returns, then I think he can definitely look at buying Hindustan Lever and stay invested. I think, if the investor is looking for growth and wants to generate an alpha in the next, say, 2 to 3 years, then I think this stock is definitely not in that category. So it's a more of a safe defensive stock, largely represents the FMCG sector. And with a good monsoon, interest rate cuts, rural demand, we expect that possibly in the next to 15 months, a upside of say 14-15% is possible. So, that kind of decision the investor has to take, but it's more of a compounder stock and not a growth stock.
All right, so that's the view coming in on HUL, but let's move on to the next question that's coming in from Vijay Kirti, who's writing in from Chennai. She says that she wants an outlook on Container Corporation. She's holding 400 shares at a buying price of 1,060, and she's clearly sitting on a very big loss right now. In fact, her wealth is halved here in Container Corp. She wants the view. What should she do right now? She's not given a time horizon actually, but Avinash, let me come to you for this. Container Corp, do you see any time, any reversal as far as the fundamentals are concerned? Does she need to hold it for a longer period of time, or should she really now cut her losses?
No, I think, see, currently the price of Container Corporation has come to a very attractive level. And if you look at the rail logistics sector in India, Container Corporation represents, that segment and where the market is very large. So I think, considering the fact that the government is putting a lot of focus on rail freight opportunity, and with more and more, companies opting for the rail transport model, I believe that Container Corporation will benefit. The key reason why Container Corporation stock has come down is that, somewhere down the road, Container Corporation was going to be privatized. It was going to be sold to a strategic investor. That has not happened. So the markets actually were very happy that some private sector player would take over this company, which has not happened. So if you keep a time frame of, let's say, 12 to 18 months, I think things are not completely lost out. I think you need to put in that time and patience, and I think stay invested here. If possible, you can try and average this stock at the current odd levels, because downside is more or less capped, and hopefully next year should be a good year for them. So I think it's a strategic hold, but from a longer term horizon.
All right, so a strategic hold call on Container Corporation from a longer term horizon. That's the word coming in. But let's move on and get you the next query that we have. This is Jaya Krishnan writing from Kerala. They have Equibag shares at a price of 14.99.